Good evening, everybody, and welcome to this installment of the Outlanders here on Roll With It RPG. Last time we got together, the group was dealing with the aftermath of a coup that had taken place at the direction of the twins on behalf of the Daemon Fray and the city of Hillsfar. As such, they helped with some of the clearing of the city, dealing with the remains of either any of the ash plumes or the red plumes that had fallen during battle, as well as some former militia members and some of the gate guard that had joined in to protect or defend the city, and then also, unfortunately, some of the citizens that were caught in the crossfire, so to speak, of the combat that ensued. After a long afternoon and evening of helping clear away the bodies and some of the destruction, the group decided that they would split briefly while Kelnorin and Rowan head back to Elventree in order to retrieve the horse there and the wagon, as well as deliver some information to the town elder and one of the now displaced former citizens of Hillsfar, while the rest of the group continued to help out and attempt to get the city back in order at the behest of Kelnorin, the group for to help ease the tensions that had occurred since the twins got their hooks into Hillsfar, decided to, while they were in the city, proclaimed that Lilith was indeed the leader of the group and had helped put down this particular insurrection and help save the citizens of Hillsfar from the Daemon Phase machinations. So, seems to have helped, or at least could potentially help in the future with goodwill between non-humans and humans in the region. Only time will tell. Although Domas has indicated that he will do what he can in order to undo some of the damage that was done while he was charmed by the succubus that the group helped free. So, when we last left off, the group had just started their journey back to from Elventree to Hillsfar, while the rest of the group was still in Hillsfar helping to clean up and potentially get ready when they were prepared to set back out towards Arabelle. So, Kilnorin and Rowan, you guys had finished up in Elventree and you were heading back.
Yep.
About 2 in the afternoon, so should be able to make it back to Hillsfar. It'll probably be a little bit dark by the time you guys get there, but should be okay to make the trip. Unless of course you wish to push the horse any quicker than you normally would.
No.
Nope.
No,
Okay.
I won't push.
All right. Anything the pair of you wish to discuss on the way back?
No.
Okay.
Nah.
All right. Anything the three of you are doing while they are gone? Or during the afternoon while they are gone?
I think I was just going through that journal, if
Yes.
I recall right.
Yes, and I was going to have something for you. I did not get that yet, but
No
I
worries.
could give you a summarization if you'd like of what it entails.
Yeah, that's fine.
So, what you learned from the journal is that Marcus was a bit more of a fanatical member of the Red Plumes, one that believed that they should never allow any kind of non-humans into the city. Very xenophobic from his writings, and he and Hollis had various disagreements. Hollis being the what you guys knew as the current leader of the Red Plumes, on what their ideas and motivations should be in the city. Seemed that Hollis wasn't necessarily opposed to more xenophobic agenda, but was basically willing to go along with whatever the city had decided at that point, as they just needed a safe place for their group to set up. Eventually, when the twins came in, he seemed, based on his writings, to be very easily persuaded with not really anything that indicated a magical influence of any kind. He was just promised power and the ability to extend the Plume's influence, and that the group had set their sight on some of the more prolific non-human settlements in the area, primarily Elventree, and then maybe branching out further, and either calling any non-humans that they came across, or potentially using them as slaves or indentured servants for the most part. So over time, I mean, he started to influence other people to join them, or find some more fanatical members that would indeed join, and that they were offered a blessing, is the way it was phrased, that would allow them to would imbue them with either power and strength, and ensure that they would be able to continue on their mission regardless of what happened. But that this blessing was only given to those that were deemed truly faithful and loyal to the cause. So, and it was limited. The ritual that they underwent, he didn't understand necessarily, but always felt. He stated that he did feel different afterwards. That he could feel the power coursing through him once the ritual was completed, and was always looking for those that would be amenable to what the twins wanted. And then eventually the planning of the coup looked like it was probably supposed to be, based off of his notes, 6 to 8, 10 day from when it actually happened. Looks like they wanted to have more stuff in place, but based off of the actions of the group, it kind of forced everything to happen a little bit sooner. So, but he was kind of tired of waiting by that point, is kind of the gist you get, is that he was becoming very impatient. Also, he seemed to have a fascination with the succubus that was within their control, and seemed to lust particularly hard after her. So, without really realizing what the consequences would be of that, he didn't seem to understand, or was vaguely promised that he would be okay, or that nothing could happen to him. Which I think, based off of your previous rules about succubi, you're fairly certain that he was being deceived. But so yeah, not a good guy, but
Fair enough.
Probably what happened to him couldn't have happened to a better guy in your eyes, probably. But so, all right.
Perfect.
All right. Anything for Rith or Lilith while you guys are in town? I think, Rith, you were still helping out with whatever you could with.
Yeah, I was just helping
blacksmith.
out around town. Blacksmith, if they needed help with, making whatever. I'm imagining they're making building parts at this point in time to replace damaged stuff and things like that. So I'll just be there working.
Yep, you spend a lot of time working on like fittings and such for repairs. So I mean, you have a busy day of blacksmithing. You can go ahead and just give me a skill roll for that if you'd like. See how well you do.
Sure.
Seven. Okay. It's a bit more of maybe it's a little bit more of the finesse work that you're not used to working with, since you've been more accustomed to weapons here recently. Or maybe they're just not giving you access to the best of stuff. Who knows? You do okay.
Yeah, they get what they get.
Yes, right?
Lilith is going to try to find Dumas.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a perception check as you're walking around looking for him. 20? Okay. You take a look at some of, as you're wandering out, taking a look around, you find yourself drawn to places where there's lots of activity in general. You don't see him at like the first one you're at, but spot one of the guards, and they seem more than willing to assist you and direct you back towards his own home. And you arrive at his residence. The guards stand to the side as you approach and open the door and allow you to enter. And he is inside talking with a few other people. Looks like they're trying to make plans as best of their ability to help with the recovery, based on the conversation you can hear.
I'll just kind of stand there until I'm acknowledged. And then once they realize I'm there, I'll tell them. So we're doing what we can help with here. I'm not such a physical person where I can haul things like our dragonborn friend or things. So on behalf of the Outlanders, I would like to present just some gold to help purchase things that you might need with the effort that you're putting to help rebuild your city from this loss. And I'll pull out 150 gold.
Okay. He'll look towards you and say, well, your contribution is greatly appreciated. However, I must respectfully decline, given everything you've done for us already. We feel indebted towards the Outlanders for the service that you have provided. Much of the rebuilding should be able to be taken care of by our own coffers, as well as those of the many merchants that call this city their home, including the Blue Suns, which I would believe they share a reasonable burden in this. But the thought is appreciated. Thank you. However, when your entire party is together, entire group, if you would please come back here this evening or tomorrow morning. I don't know when you plan on leaving Hillsfar. I know you'd indicated that you had other things to see to, that there are other matters on your plate, and I don't wish you to stay and delay too long. So, when they return, please stop by here or in the morning. Any time is fine. I would just like to extend the thanks of the city.
Oh, okay. We would be honored. I will gather the rest of my companions. it will probably be tomorrow. Our companions head to go to Elventree to retrieve one of our horses. So
I did hear that they left the city. And so I
Yeah.
said if they return later this evening, feel free to stop by. Otherwise, tomorrow morning is fine as well.
we can come by in the morning. That would be fine. Should we send advance word, or do you want us just to all come?
No, as long as we're not talking before sunrise. If it's in the morning, that should be fine.
That's not a problem.
No, I assume that tomorrow will be another long day, so it will begin early for myself. There's much work to do.
Well, thank you for seeing me, and if there's anything I can help with, I'll be more than happy.
Well, I mean, if you wish to stick around and provide any input, your opinion would be most welcome.
Oh, well, sure.
So
She'll kind of pull up a chair or whatever's around and just kind of throw in little...
they've got like a high chair for small children.
Yeah.
Bring a cushion.
No, you're able to help out, and you can contribute as you see fit. I mean, given Lilith's past and whatnot, you can give me an intelligence check if you'd like. See how well you do.
Oh, that's a saving throw. Don't want that.
$19. Okay.
19.
So you're able to provide some advice. Is there anything in particular that Lilith would provide, or what insights she would give from her past as a intelligence and or acquisitions type person?
Just don't discount the lower class when it comes to rebuilding and using what you have. The lower class has done it for many years, where some of the higher class has not had to.
Okay. So they will heed her words, and Domas makes sure that says to send out some individuals in the morning to various other artisans and craftsmen in the city that seem to dwell in the more commons area, and get their input and see what skills they can offer in order to assist. But yeah, aside from that, the rest of your day can be spent around dinner time. Everybody breaks, and Domas bids you good evening and says, when you're prepared, just come back by again.
Thank you.
So, was there anything and Kovacs just had the journal, so that's what he had for the day.
Yep.
So, pair of you get back to town after the sun has set. Keldoran, you think it's probably in between the 8th and 9th hour in the evening.
Okay.
So, by the time you guys get back to the twins' mansion where you're staying,
I was gonna say,
moon's-
are we allowed to be out?
You are. Surprisingly, have no problems.
Oh, okay.
So, you're able to make it back to the twins' old abode, which you guys are using as your temporary residence. Although, would say for some of you, the interior, as soon as you get back there, it looks a lot different on the upper level. It's a lot of broken furniture and splintered wood and torn upholstery and batting kind of all around some of the rooms. But there are a couple of items that are just kind of set in the hallway or downstairs. Look like they're ready to go somewhere. nice chair, nice desk, some tapestries.
A rug or two.
Yeah.
I look for
Bye.
Reth.
Kitchen utensils.
Yeah, there's a
Um,
lot of kitchen stuff he picked up. Yeah. Ilka's gonna have a great time when you guys get back.
Got a tower to furnish. Cheapest way.
Breaking
Works
all
for
the
me.
stuff.
Taking with. Town not miss.
I don't want broken stuff.
That's upstairs.
Yeah. Did you get bored?
I look at Kelnorn. No. Not I.
I wasn't bored either.
Wait, you did that?
Yeah.
I go over and like squeeze his arms a little bit. Okay.
Okay.
Still as wiry as ever.
I'm wired.
That's right.
So I found when everybody's there, I said I went and saw Dumas today, and he said he wanted to see us before we left. I told him it'd probably be tomorrow when we leave, but so
What did
he
you
said
do?
we could come by tonight, or we could go in the morning. He's not too in particular on that part, but he had something he said that to show his appreciation on behalf of the town.
Oh, I thought you did something.
Not this time.
All right.
I actually went to help them with their plans on rebuilding.
We plan on heading home tomorrow. Right?
Yes.
Cart outside?
Yeah.
I'll be unloading it.
I'll help.
All right. Simple enough.
I will make sure it is full.
Yep.
Like the Beverly Hillbillies.
Remember to give the hills far howdy when we leave.
I'm sure it would go over well coming from our group.
I look at Lilith. Don't forget chest found.
Yes. Did I open it? I don't remember.
No.
No, okay.
No, because
It
it was magically locked.
Yep.
That's right.
You determined it was magically locked, and you were smart not to try and break it.
Yeah. Kilnorin?
Huh.
This chest here is magically locked. Is there a way you can like take the magic off of it to open it?
Yeah, I can do that. That mean, pull up dispel magic.
Mm-hmm.
Right. It's fairly late at night, right?
Yes, it's like past 9 o'clock at this point.
Okay.
So.
Just in case since I don't know who did it, I will cast at 5th level.
Okay, going for max. All right, so there's like an audible sound of like a key turning as the arcane lock spell dissipates. And seemingly you are left with a standard chest that is still locked.
Okay. Now it's my turn.
Are you sure? I have a spell to do that too.
Oh, well, okay.
Yeah, we'll have to wait till tomorrow. I'll go back to
I don't know if I can wait. I'm gonna try to unlock it.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a Thieves' Tools check.
Mm. $27.
27, yeah. Without the spell on there, it goes by. It is simple enough. You understand now. I mean, it's not exactly it is a hard lock, but you have a fair amount of skill and talent. With the spell bolstering it became nigh impossible. Although you feel like with this, you probably would have been okay this time around, since you kind of remembered how your last attempt went. But easy enough within like 10 seconds or so of fiddling around, you're pow, and it just the padlock comes off, and it is open or
Alright.
unlocked anyhow.
Did I check it for traps before?
You did.
Okay, good.
You discerned that there was there were magical runes on there, but they did not resemble ones that you had seen in the past that were the ones
Okay.
that set up traps. But
And I'll open it up.
okay.
Fireball.
Yeah.
Which will be great because she'll evade and everybody else will take damage again.
I'm telling you.
I'll take half if that's okay.
Yeah, Rith, roll me a high-low. See if you're outside doing a... No. Oh, you were outside while this happened. But yes, so you open it, and inside you see a large sum. You'll have to count it. She'll take you a little bit of time, but of mostly gold coins. But from what you can see, there look like there are some platinum in here too, and not necessarily a small amount.
Her eyes will get about that big. And like,
So you can spend the evening counting it if you'd like.
yep.
Okay. What you will come across is 500 platinum
Holy cow.
and 1,000 gold.
Okay.
Sorry, it's actually supposed to be 2,500 gold.
Oh, you okay?
So, it was a very heavy chest just because of the sheer amount of coins that were in there. But yeah.
So I'll put it back in the chest
Mhm.
and just close it. Because that's a lot. It's a lot of weight. So, and then when everybody is around again, I'll say there was a lot of gold and platinum in this box.
I would say that probably everybody saw you have it out at one point because you were.
Well, yeah, I guess
Yeah,
since I was counted,
yeah,
I guess so.
Yeah, it would have taken you a while, but
I heard the cha-ching when I was outside.
That was me. That actually wasn't the goal. We can, I can divide it up if you guys want now, or we can just leave it in the chest and take it like this. It's up to you guys.
probably best to just leave it in the chest and do it when we get back.
Yeah, that's my vote too.
Because it's going to be 500 gold and 100 platinum apiece. In the chest.
Just break out at tower.
Yeah, it'd probably be easiest.
Yep.
He's broken.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Are you okay, Kelnord?
I wouldn't know what to do with that amount of money.
Well, there are a lot of things you can do with that amount of money. We just want to make sure we guard it well on the way home. We can have it right between us on the cart.
Kelnorn, you've seen the cart.
Sure. I just kind of look out the door.
But what was that?
Red, take his now then. He just holds his bag open for you.
Okay. So
Light and load.
he puts 100 platinum and 500 gold in there.
Oh yeah, if we're divvying out now, I'm definitely taking my share.
Yeah, we might as well. Okay, 500 gold and 100 platinum apiece.
I mean, if worried about transporting, might as well just give.
I have no way to carry it.
Same.
And keep it safe.
I mean, if you guys want, I could put it in my bag of
Al-Hazir.
holding and give it to
I
you
hold the bag up. Al-Hazir. Good.
at
good
the
buy.
tower.
Will it fit in with the huge alchemist kit?
Oh, you got a point. We might have
The chest is big enough that you could probably do that with. You didn't overload the bag with the alchemist chest or the alchemist kit, so you do have enough room in there for a chest. It's not going to take up too much space, you think?
Okay.
You-
You put the whole chest in there.
Okay, I'll assist putting in the chest.
Ritz runs back downstairs, or doesn't run, but he goes downstairs. There was a cellar that had mead in
It did.
barrels.
It did. There was quite the collection
Grab
of
those to see if he could fit it on the cart.
We
Okay.
should have brought 2 cards.
Ritz may go buy a cart.
Are we sure Kerr's the alcoholic?
All right. Yeah, there's quite a few barrels down here. Getting them onto the cart might prove troublesome. But you can give it a shot, or at least bring them upstairs so you can give it a shot in the morning. It's a bit dark outside right now, so
Yeah, just get him out.
you kind of want to see everything so you can maybe rearrange and do the Tetris with it. So, all right. Anything else for the evening for you guys?
Yeah, I'm going to use my cool new spell.
Awesome. What do you got?
I'll cast Sending.
Oh, okay.
Oh God.
And I'm going to send a message to the brother of the twins.
Oh, okay.
And I just want you to know, I could read your sister's thoughts, and just before you guys left, she was going to leave you to die.
You forgot you pooping.
Okay. Go ahead and just give me a deception check as you're doing this. You're trying to convey this through your message.
21.
21.
Oh.
Okay. Trying to remember where I have the guy. I know he's on here somewhere. Oh, okay. There they are. Looking in the wrong spot. Gotta find the one that says NPCs. And then they're there. Oh, God. Oh, there he is. Okay. Okay. So it takes a few moments. You get a tentative response and very clever, sowing seeds of discord. Perhaps you would have been better off with us than with individuals destined to fail when our full plan is brought against you. We look forward to seeing you again.
Quick, trace the call.
Star 69. All right. Anything else for you, Rowan?
No, that's it.
Okay. Okay. All right. So, anything for anybody else?
Yep.
Okay. So, you guys will head to bed. Come to the next morning. You guys all getting up early again, I take it, if you're getting ready to head out that day?
Decent amount of time at least.
Okay.
Yeah. Probably like normal time, whatever.
Got it.
Yep.
Sure.
So after 11, normal time.
After dawn.
That's fine. No, that's
Yeah.
perfectly fine. So you guys get up, begin your day. Rith, go ahead and give me a. Let's see. What do I want to make it to try to see if you can fit stuff in there? You know what? Actually, this would be more akin to like your smithing tools to see if you can do this without potentially overloading the wagon. So go ahead and give me a smithing tools check. Since you're determining how sturdy it is. 17. All right. You feel like you could probably get maybe 2 of the larger casks, and then there's like a collection of like a smaller casks or kegs that you can take. You could probably get those on there. Maybe a total of 5. 2 small ones and 3 of the smaller
Alright.
ones on there.
Get them on.
There's a
Yeah,
very, very large one that's downstairs that you just, it's going to probably be too much for too much for it to handle.
Okay. That's fine. I'll leave that there.
But you got probably quite a bit of mead, so, and food.
Kerr will not help with loading of the mead, and like keep wiping away drool as he's watching it happen.
Red looks at him. Go without that and mushrooms. More than a month. We talk. No bad stuff to mind. Agree?
Define bad stuff.
Stuff like mushrooms that mess with mind. Stuff like alcohol that mess with mind. Stuff that make you weak.
I'll be honest. That stuff is what allows me to run into battles.
You run in just fine. You did just fine other day.
Okay.
I trust in you to do this. You can do this.
Well, it'll be easier with, fall coming. Mushrooms will be harder to find. I'll just walk away.
Rith sighs and says under his breath, "Do not want to beat him."
All right. So you guys get things loaded up in the morning. I presume heading off to Domasis before you leave town.
Yes, we were supposed to.
Yep. I'll lead everybody there.
Okay.
I'll kind of nudge Kelnorn. I know the way.
That's good, because I don't.
Actually, you do.
To his place?
Yeah, you staked it out though. One day you were out by yourself.
Oh.
Because you had set up in the cafe that was across the street, basically.
Oh, yeah. And I try to have the birds keep an eye on it.
Yep.
All right. I will let Lilith lead the way.
Yep. I mean, you could still say that for her benefit, of course, but for you indeed know where it is. So, all right. You guys make your way to Domasis, and there are guards stationed outside yet again. When you guys arrive, they will just stop you for a moment and just one of them goes inside, and he's like, just to make sure that he is prepared for guests this morning. He advised us you were coming, but just to ensure that everybody in the home is decent.
Thank you.
Less than a minute, the other guard comes back out, opens the door, and kind of stands to the side and lets you make your way in. So you see Domas standing there with Gate Captain Hulin and Gregor and some of the other people that look like others that have arrived not too long ago. And then, so they all see you and greet and say, welcome, honored friends. I presume you're heading out this morning.
Yes, we are headed back to where we have our home. We have some other unfinished business we need to take care of. But we do thank you for your hospitality here.
Well, it is us that are indebted to you. Thank you very much for coming to our aid, even though some of us were unaware that we needed your aid. And Hulin will step forward and say, thank you for joining in the fight, even though it wasn't necessarily your battle to fight. I appreciate your assistance, but should you come back by, you will always have a friend in me in this place, so you will always be welcome.
Rez will step forward and hold out his hand for a
He'll
nice
clasp you by the
grasp.
forearm. Yeah, by the
Yep.
forearm. Soldier's greeting. It was an honor to fight beside all of you.
And you.
And Domas will say, and before you take off, there were some things that we managed to locate in a den or an office that I was vaguely aware of that came back to me yesterday as we were deciding what to do. We uncovered a veritable trove of items that they had stashed away for themselves. I believe not necessarily all of it they had, but they had left behind a substantial amount and wished to pass on a few items to you and your group, as well as some compensation for our gratitude. And they will bring out a fairly large chest and set it on the ground. And when they set it down, it goes thunk. And then Hulin will pull out something that is contained in a fabric, almost like a sheath. It's about 5 feet long or so, and he hands it over to you, Rith. Since you were standing there, when you grab it, you kind of get a little bit of surge of energy, like static electric shock, kind of course through you for a moment. So they'll say, these are our gift to you as thanks. It likely is not enough to say thank you enough for what you've done for our city and what you did for the good people of Hillsfar. We will continue forth with attempting to restore relations with those that were exiled from our city wrongfully and attempt to bring as many of them back as we can. Their talents and skills and camaraderie be most useful during these upcoming trying times.
We're honored. I think I speak for all of us when I say we're very honored. Not only that you have come to see us as fellow residents of this world, but you see us as equals.
Well, without you, I don't fear that any of us would be free at this moment. So, thank you once again. And again, should you stop by, feel free to brighten our doorstep, and we will welcome you in. Wish you safe travels on the road and a speedy journey home.
Red dots. He'll grab. I don't know. Can he grab the chest with that one hand or not?
Oh, I mean, you can grab it with probably both.
Well, I have this 5 foot long thing on my hand, so
I mean, you could probably tuck that into your pack. Like it would
Okay.
just fit in between your straps.
I'll tuck
it's
that. And
it's
grab
almost-
the chest.
It feels about the length and the feel of almost like a spear potentially, or some sort of short pole arm.
Okay.
So it's something that you can easily store. You pick up this chest. It's very heavy. So you grab it and you're like, holy cow. And you're able to walk out with it. But it's a substantial weight.
Okay.
So
Did we bring the carts with us here?
you guys are getting prepared to leave.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay. I will take a cast or two off,
Okay.
hand it to the guards, and say, "Drink." And then I'll put the chest on the cart.
Jenga, Jenga, Jenga.
Yeah.
This thing probably weighs almost it's probably approaching 270 plus pounds.
Okay. Whatever I needed to take off to match
No,
the,
yeah.
the
I mean,
feel
you
of the
can-
weight is what I would have.
Yeah,
Look
I
to
think you
take
can.
off.
So the stuff you put into your bag of holding was just some tapestry stuff, right?
Yeah, tapestries. I have food.
Okay.
I mean, my bag is probably stuffed full of whatever I could have stuffed it full with.
Okay.
Of the stuff.
Yeah, that's fine.
All
right.
It's a weird movie.
It is.
All right. So you managed to get it on there. The cart is full. The horse should have a lot of fun pulling things at this point, but it should do okay.
I can assist. I can horse for a few hours. And
Yeah. You guys got plenty of options here, so not to worry. All right.
I need to make a couple stops on the way out. I have some formal wear I have to pick up yet. And, if they're any open, I kind of need to hit a magic shop.
Okay.
All right.
We can do that.
Before I leave Domas's house, I'm gonna tell him, as much as you're thanking us and everything for all of this, you need to give some of that to Hulan, because without him, we would have never been in here.
I assure you that Gate Captain Hulan will be thoroughly recognized, not only in his for his contributions, but also in his future contributions as to how we reestablish our own city guard. His unwavering loyalty to the city will most definitely be recognized. But yes, I believe his contributions cannot be understated as well. It is wise of you to remind us of that.
That's it. I'll leave now.
Safe travels.
Bye.
All right. So, Kelnorn, you're stopping by your tailor to pick up your stuff.
Yeah.
All right. So, it looks like his shop has seen a little bit of damage on the outside, merely broken glass. But it seems like, whoa, PG-13 rating around here, people. What's going on? Wait, we have mature audiences selected, right?
Sure.
Okay.
That was
I'm
a
sure
little
we're
PG.
fine. I'm sure we're fine. I'm sure we're fine.
I mean, if we're saying PG, then we only get the one swear word. I'm gonna say it. Fuck. So we're good.
Now you have to bleep everything else.
I'm
Yep,
pretty sure
everything else
that
has
it
to be
was
bleeped.
said a long time ago in reference to Rebecca.
A few different times, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make it known. I'm going with Kelnorn into this shop.
Okay.
Because I want to see this.
Okay. But yeah, there's a little bit of damage to his shop, mainly broken glass. Few of his display mannequins were damaged, as well as the items that were displayed on there. But he's in the process of cleaning up. Looks like he's probably been helping out elsewhere or doing other things, making repairs to possibly either clothing or drapes, things like that, putting his skills to use. But you come in and recognizes, well, I'm welcome. I was not necessarily anticipating, I'm sorry for the mess of my shop here. I wish it was in better situation to greet you. But come in.
I mean, it looks fine considering,
Well, compared to some of the other unfortunate individuals in my neighborhood, yes, I would say have been fortunate. But I was able to complete work on your garment.
Cool.
If you wish, you can try it on. Unfortunately, I'm not sure.
Oh,
if you're able to
please.
make any adjustments at the moment, but I believe it should fit you fairly well.
Sure.
If you have time, that is. I do not wish to keep
We
you.
have plenty of time.
All right. I'll lean to where like everyone else can see me. I'll be like,
I believe in you.
Okay.
sure. I'll try it on.
All right. So he will take you to the back where he's got a couple of changing screens. Fortunately, none are necessarily like tall enough for you. So there's about like half of your torso that's sticking out above it. But whatever. I'm pretty sure you went with some forest or fairly warm colors, mostly greens, if I remember correctly.
Greens and browns because I'm a non-creative druid.
Sure. I mean, he stitched it together in a very nice way. Mainly a brown outfit with forest or like kind of verdant green trim that goes around it. To kind of reminds you of leaves in the springtime and whatnot, full of color. So put it on, and It fits fairly well. There's probably a few adjustments, places it could be taken in, potentially. Although whether or not you care about that is
I'm,
another matter.
I'm fine. I'm fine with slightly ill-fitting.
Yeah. But I say, Lilith, as you see this outfit, it would have been ideal for like the Adventurers Gala. Looks like he could probably fit in at some proper Cormire. Not like high upper class society gatherings there, because it's a little bit different in Hillsfar than it is in Cormire. But he would fit in just fine with the upper class in this outfit.
Kelnorin, you look dashing.
I will say that it complements your skin tone and hair very well, as well as your natural attire that you came in.
Like, am I balding? And I'll touch my cheeks and my arms. Like, you can see the skin.
Well, I didn't want to offend necessarily by saying I'm not sure if the appropriate term would be fur or facial hair. I'm
Hide.
It's fur.
very well. It matches the tone of or complements the tones of your fur very well. I hope you get a good deal of use out of it, or even the occasional use. Are you pleased with it, though? That's what I wish to know.
Yes. Like
Excellent.
it's very nice. It's more than I deserve. You know,
I think we all should deserve at least one nice outfit for special occasions. But I'm glad it pleases you, and I hope you find use for it.
unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to wear it for the meeting with Demas. The events disrupted that timeline, and I kind of saw him without it.
Indeed. I understand. That is, I don't anticipate you. I don't expect you to honor that part of our agreement, given recent events. I feel there are more pertinent things that take
What was
precedent.
the agreement?
That he would simply just reference my store or my shop to the senator.
And I'll do it everywhere else, but
Well,
yeah.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
So how much do I owe you?
Let's see. For the outfit, it would end up running you about 200 gold. Or not, sorry, 20 gold. 20 gold.
20 gold?
Yep.
All right. I'll give him 30
Okay.
for my ease of mathing.
That's fine. Just getting down to even numbers.
Yeah.
That's fair. Can appreciate that.
All right. I do need your assistance one more time, though.
Of course.
Is there a magic shop you would recommend that's not been hit too hard, that stopping by won't disrupt them too much?
I do believe that Lothar's down the road there. He'll kind of point. So if you go out my door and go right, about 4 buildings down, you see Lothar's magic shop over there. Normally has a variety of items. Last I knew, I don't think he was damaged too much. Or that he had lost too much of his supply.
Thank you.
Of course. I hope you have a nice day.
I hope yours improves.
It's getting there. It's mainly cosmetics, so should be up and running shortly. I fared much better than others, so I am grateful for it. Oh, fine day to you.
Master Taylor, may I ask for something before we leave?
Oh, of course, if I am able to assist, I will.
Do you have possibly it doesn't have to be the best fabric you have, but a piece of white fabric, approximately 1 to 2 feet by 2 feet?
Well, I don't necessarily have a scrap that's that size right away, but I do have a bolt of fabric that I could probably cut a segment from it for you.
And a needle and some gold thread.
Are you just going to put another big circle and an L on this one too?
No, I have another idea.
So you said a 2 foot by 1 foot and some gold thread with a needle.
Yes. If you have them available. I know you're
Oh, no, 1 moment. It's not a problem. He will go back, and a few minutes later, he comes back out holding a cut piece of fabric that is white, almost like it's a very nice, soft cotton fabric. And then he also gives you a small spool of gold thread and a couple of needles that he had back there. So.
And how much do I owe you for this?
Oh, it's not a problem. We've heard what you and your group did for our city, so consider this thanks.
No, I insist.
Well, if you insist, I mean that would probably cost me no more than a gold piece to total.
I'll give him 10.
You are far too generous, but thank you. So, yeah. Anything else I can assist you with today?
No, thank you. And I'll gather up my gear
Okay.
and I'll wear the nice outfit.
Okay. All right. So, step outside with the rest of the group. So, Kelnoran is wearing a very dashing outfit.
That outfit looks very dashing.
Thanks.
What's the occasion?
I was using it as a pretense to gather information, but failed to pull it off in time.
Or put it on in time. Nudge, nudge.
Jeez.
Let's go.
He recommended a shop just down the road, so gonna stop there next.
Okay.
All right, so you guys make your way down to Lothar's. Again, like some of the other buildings around here, some of it looks like it has been damaged, windows busted in. This one, the door's actually broken. Some of the door hinge looks to be broken as well. Little bits of the wall. Some scorching damage around a couple of spots, but inside the shop looks fairly nice. There is a middle-aged man in there. He looks up as you come in. Good morning. I'm sorry about the mess. We are working at getting things cleaned up here.
Everything's understandable.
You're part of the group that uncovered this dastardly plot.
Yep.
Well,
The Outlanders.
It is a pleasure to meet you. Welcome to Lothar's Magic Shop. You have my thanks, and I'm sure the thanks of many of my neighbors and fellow citizens.
You're quite welcome.
What can I do for you this fine morning?
Do you have scrolls of tongues?
I believe I might have. Are you looking for like a comprehend language or actual tongues?
I want to be able to fully converse with party members, so he doesn't have to stumble over his own words, so he can use his own language.
Ah, so yes, then tongues it would be. Doot. Where to go? Oh, it's right in front of me. I don't know what I'm looking for. Doot. Let's see what he's got. Okay. He will pull one out. Say, yes, I do indeed have one here. I mean, if you're looking to purchase one, it would be about 150 gold.
Do you have just the one?
Let's see here. How many does he have? Say, unfortunately, this is the last one I have. Yes.
Okay. I'll take it. You said 150.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I will give him 150.
Okay. Well, is there anything else I can assist you with?
No, this is actually all I needed. Thank you very much.
Of course. Well, I wish you safe travels, and thank you once again.
You're quite welcome. And I'll wave and head back out to the cart.
Okay.
So what'd you get?
A scroll.
Oh. Okay.
That's it. I need more though.
I will throw a. It'll basically say a spell scroll for 3rd level in your inventory,
Okay,
so you can just use it whenever you need to. But
gotcha. Thank you very much.
mm-hmm.
I guess we're heading to the camp in the forest, right?
Oh yeah, we have to go talk to yeah, your girlfriend.
Have girlfriend?
Yeah, the Furbolg.
You know, if she was that important to me, I'd be able to remember her name.
Yeah.
My party would be able to remember her name.
Yeah.
Rebecca.
She could be.
It's
Let's
is
see.
it Thea or
Thea.
Yeah, Thaya.
Thaya?
Thaya.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
Her
right.
camp.
I wrote it down.
Good job.
That means it's really important.
To Rowan. He needs another woman for his expanding harem. That's just
No, my friend has a girlfriend. It's important.
So to Thias camp?
Yep. Once we get out of the gate, I'm going to need someone to hook me up to the cart.
Sure, I know exactly how to do that. Don't worry, guys. I got it.
I don't think I'm tall enough.
Could let horse just take it for first round.
I could do it for. I can help for 8 hours, and if we stop for a meal, I can do it for another 8 more. So.
Oh,
And
so link both up?
Yeah. That way, he's
travel
not.
travel less burdened.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
That's the plan. So yeah, once we're outside the gate, I'm going to wild shape into another Clydesdale.
okay.
And I'm gonna
That'll work.
hook him up.
I like it.
I'll grab the reins and sit on the wagon.
Well, that's good because you're the only one without a horse. You kind of have to.
But the whole time, while Kilnorn's leading the other horse too, I'll be like acting like I'm like I'm steering.
Every time
All
you
right.
pretend to pull, I'll give you a dirty look.
Yeah. Like, yeah.
All right. Is there anything anybody else is wishing to do during the travel? It's about 7 days to get to Thias camp.
I didn't have anything in particular.
No.
I will probably see what this 5-foot long thing is that I have
Okay.
at some point.
Okay. You can pull it out. That's fine. I will.
PG-13.
I didn't say he was stroking it or anything. But that's up to
Throw
him.
it at Lilith.
I will drop it in your inventory. This item is actually already identified. So when you pick it up, you do indeed know what it is. I think I dropped it in there. Did I? No?
Do not see anything new.
Nope.
There.
Okay. There you go. So it is a javelin of lightning.
Cool.
It does require attunement, I believe. No, actually, sorry. No, it does not. So. But you do know the properties of the weapon itself and what you can do with it. So something Rith can hang on to, or you guys can decide what you want to do with it. Were you waiting on the chest to open that up?
Yeah, I don't see a reason to open it now
Okay.
on the road.
Okay, that's fine. Just making sure. All right.
So when we camp, Lilith will start working on the. Basically, she's gonna make a flag with just the big O, and then have like a gold coin in it. Like kind of turned sideways, just kind of angled like at a 45, so you can kind of see that it's a gold coin.
Okay. Go ahead and just give me a general dexterity check as you're doing this.
I guess she's moved past the Lilith insignia.
It's just money now.
Yeah.
Just
I'm
money.
We're gonna have to buy her like a sketch pad and something to draw in it with, so she quits extravagantly making these experiments that we're definitely going to turn down.
19.
19? Okay. Yeah, I mean, you get a good base laid. So, you start the outline of it. You feel pretty good about the O portion of it, but
So it is a big O with an L in it.
No. It's just a O for Outlanders, and then it's a coin.
You're going to put a coin in it?
Well, I'm sewing a coin, like making a coin out of thread.
Right. Why a coin?
Because you didn't like the L for Outlanders.
That's fair, but why a coin?
Because we get paid.
I'll guess I need to see it when it's done.
It'll be nice. And I'll go back to working on it.
all right. So, so over this next 7 days, just for expedient purpose, speeding things along, basically. Won't go through each and every single day for you guys. Anything else you are doing during this time frame?
No.
You're waiting to use the scroll then until you have a more of a downtime?
Do I have more than one?
No, that's what I said, like the scroll itself. Are you waiting to use that until you have... Or were you using that during the first day while you... Or just waiting for a better opportunity, I guess, because you said you wanted to use it for...
I want more than one before I start
Okay.
using them at all.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Okay, so you're just hanging on to it until you have a sufficient supply for yourself.
Yep.
Okay. All right. So, takes you the better part of 7 days in order to traverse. You make your way back through Shadowdale, and then pass south, or pass kind of east southeast out of the town. Follow the old road that you went past a few times. Just stop by, greet the hunter that you had worked with before, that guided you towards the first bolt hole. And about a day or so later, you arrive at Thia's camp. When you arrive, looks like she still has a camp set up here, but at the moment, there does not appear to be anyone in it.
I guess we wait.
Sure, it's up to you what you want to do.
I want to look around to make sure there's not like signs of something bad happening to her.
Okay.
Because she was mentioned in one of the journals or something, or the letters, or...
Sorry, just passing time here. Okay, so go ahead and so you're looking for any possible disturbances and whatnot that have happened?
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a survival check. 10. Okay. Nothing of the camp seems out of place from what you're looking at. I mean, you do see tracks kind of coming in and out at various points, leaving from one direction, going another, that all look relatively recent, but from what you can tell, they all look to be about the same size, and they kind of move about the camp, but nothing that you can see that indicates any kind of anything wrong.
Yeah, maybe she's just out hunting or something.
All right. Guess you're sitting around waiting for a little while then?
Yeah.
Okay. Any time limits on the waiting?
Are you guys in a hurry?
Well, no, I want you to see your girlfriend.
Yeah.
This is almost as bad as I'm a cow. Just want you guys to know.
I'm sure it is, Shelby. I mean,
I haven't succeeded there yet. You two aren't a couple. I'm not claiming you are already. You should be.
Think
I will
that
look-
boat sailed. As I walk back towards the guard area.
Any of her animal friends about?
I mean, that's, you don't see the fox that was kind of going about with her. Outside of that, I mean, there are a couple of animals that appear to be milling about or kind of hanging at the edges of camp as you guys approached. For the most part, they don't seem as apprehensive towards you as much as maybe everybody else. So, definitely not animals that you've seen before, though.
I guess I'll pick one and approach.
Okay.
Howdy. I was wondering if you could help me out. Have you seen Thea recently? And I'll point to the camp.
Okay. So using your speech of beast and leaf.
Yep.
To kind of understand general ideas that they're portraying.
Yeah.
So there is there are a couple of birds that are recently decently close by, as well as some other woodland creatures. The general idea that you get is that she left a while ago. The concept of time for each of them is a little bit different.
10 minutes.
As far as the but yeah, the concept of time that you get from the idea of time that you get from them is varying differences, but you get the idea that she left for gathering something. They think food. They hope food. That's what they're hoping for.
Is she usually gone? A while. You notice she's not back regularly.
I mean, again, some of them regularly isn't quite a term that they understand, but you get the idea that she normally has not gone through one of the cycles of the sun. She's normally back before the sun sets, at the latest.
How many has she been gone? Just one cycle or more than one?
They indicate that she's been gone. You get the impression that she's been gone since the sun has risen. Not that she left when the sun rose today, but after the sun rose. When precisely?
Okay.
And then you get the impression they're asking you if you have any food that they could have.
I mean, some, I guess. I still have random bits of dried meat I've carried on me.
Okay.
By the way, I've not changed out of the fancy clothes at all.
For the 7 days that you've been traveling. I like it.
I just put my hides on over it.
Excellent. But any food you offer, they will take it.
I've got some stuff. Yeah. Let's see. I still have my barrel of salt cured venison. So I'll give them a gross, so a really salty chunk and be like, you'll want to put that in water.
Okay.
Like a lot.
So. All right. So you guys are waiting around for a little while?
No. Would you guys mind if I tracked her down? She's apparently gone hunting and gathering.
Sure. I have no objections, but
And I will wild shape into a wolf. Ooh, a dire wolf.
Yeah.
And then I'll track her down.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a perception check at advantage with your scent.
That's
No
one.
problem. Yeah. You her scent is it's still fairly recent, you kind of gather, and yeah, you're able to pick it up without any kind of problem. You get the scent, and with the strength of the scent, you don't think she's that far away. Maybe half mile to a mile.
Okay.
Kind of east of camp.
I'll trot along.
All right.
Following it to find her.
All right. So you are you're moving through the forest. Are you kind of like running or moving quickly?
I'm just moving at the normal pace for a dire wolf.
Oh, okay. So
No
not
need to
necessarily like
run.
sprinting or anything like that, just kind of trotting along.
Yeah.
So as you're going through, I would say that you probably, with your passive perception, you probably spot her as she spots you. And there's an inquisitive look on her face when she sees a dire wolf in the forest. And She moves with the type of familiarity or the sense of cautious nature that you would expect anyone who is practiced in the ways of the wild to move around a potentially dangerous animal.
Right.
Um,
I'll just stop and shape out.
okay. She will. Oh, well,
Hello.
greetings. I was concerned there for a moment. Had not seen many of that species here in this woods.
Um,
It's good to see you again. What brings you back by?
Well, a couple things. The most important is we've passed through to give you a warning. The people we are after, they know about you and you're a concern.
Okay.
I don't know what they planned, but we found documents and you were brought up.
Okay. Well, I will remain diligent. During my time here, I don't necessarily feel pulled away, but should that change with the winds, I will leave if need be.
I know that could have been done via animal messenger or spell, but I had a favor I wanted to ask, and I felt that was definitely a in-person job.
Very well. Well, if I'm able to assist, I will.
You're the only other druid I've met since my tribe fell. And I was wondering if I were to attempt to start a new circle, you would help with, or growth, would you help with setup? I'm not sure I can handle that task alone.
Interesting. Well, I had not considered the prospect of setting up a grove myself. Where would this be?
It
In
would
this
be
forest here?
near Arabelle. I've started searching for students there. And that's where I'm known. It's south of here.
Arabelle. Oh, yes. Beyond the mountains to the south?
Yes.
There is a forest near there, I believe. The name escapes me what the humans call it in that area, but I have heard of the region, yes. And you would want my help.
I don't know who to ask, and you're definitely far more confident than me alone. So yes.
Well, should the time come, I would be honored to assist you in this task. Feel free to notify me when you're prepared.
This time I'll actually send an animal messenger.
Well, it would more than likely be quicker.
Yes.
Birds and all.
Yeah. Well, I'm sorry to have interrupted your
No, it's fine. We were just out gathering some additional supplies and such. Just getting ready for the next few days. I believe there's a storm rolling in later today. I just wanted to ensure that we took care of any gathering that we needed before that happened.
I'll cast Druidcraft to see if she's right.
Yep. You get the feeling within probably the next 4 hours or so, it probably is going to rain pretty heavy in this area.
How long does it look like it's going to be around since I got a 24-hour view?
As far as the heavy rain, you get like idea of heavy rain for probably then after it starts for about 6-7 hours. And then like off and on with a little bit of rain here and there for probably the next 7 to 8.
Okay. Well, I will leave you to it, and we'll get back in motion.
Well, I wish you safe travels along the way.
Thank you, and be safe.
I will take your warning to heart. Be well.
And then I'll wild shape again. But this time, since I've not done it yet, I'm going to do something that flies.
Hey.
Supper's flying in, guys.
A giant eagle. Bam. And I'll fly back to the group.
Okay.
And I won't change back. I'll just like sit down in the middle of the camp.
Yep. So a big ass eagle shows up, like 10, 12-foot wingspan. Just flies in and sits down.
Am I about to get hit with a lightning javelin?
No, I rolled favorably for you, so no, you're not. but yes,
I'm sure there are some confused
that was
looks.
that was the choice that was being made there.
So you guys have this big bird just sitting in the camp.
Holy cow, Sam, you've grown.
I'm not long, Squawk. Hop over to the cart, fly up onto the seat, scooch Lilith off of it.
Yeah, because she's sitting really still because this thing could take off with her.
So yeah, you guys have a giant bird that's just sitting there now.
Pick up the reins, give him a crack.
It is driving away with the wagon.
I'll get on my horse and follow the wagon, I guess.
I'll chase after it and get up to it and look at it.
I'll wave with the wing.
Kalnorin? Alright. Kalnorin! Let's go!
All right.
Almost threw javelin at you.
Do it anyway.
I'll change back, take the reins out and go. I'll be like, that probably would be deserved.
You scooted Lilith off the cart, so she's back there on the ground.
She's back
So-
there. She kept cracking the reins, man.
Okay. I just keep going with him.
I'll catch the cart. Full move. Boom.
Oh yeah, supposed to storm later.
Yeah, we don't have anything over our Beverly Hillbilly cart.
It'll get wet.
Yeah, be all right.
On the move again.
Stop for a minute.
Okay.
I take my tent out and put it over top of the cart.
Okay, so trying to affix it kind of like a canopy.
Yeah, there's
Okay.
art in there.
Yep. Just go ahead and give me like a dexterity check. See how well you do with it.
I'll assist.
Okay, take it advantage then. Perfect.
This is my shit.
There are already some iron hooks that are affixed to the end to the outside that you're able to latch the poles into, and then you're able to use some rope to secure everything in place. And once you're done, you feel like you have created a very nice covered wagon. I mean, in fact, if this wasn't like filled to the brim with stuff, you could probably use it as like a sleeping area for someone, or a nice place where you could be lazy and not have to walk. But yeah, it's nice. But you guys probably lose about a day and a half of travel, since you have to backtrack to get to the main road that you were going towards. But eventually you get back on there. And let me see, I gotta remember how far it was to Arabelle. I want to say it was like 7 days.
7 days.
To die. About 8. So, you guys have about 8 days of travel ahead of you. You pass through the open plains, back into the desert's mouth mountains, and eventually Tilverton comes into view.
The good old Scar.
Yep.
I remember that like it was yesterday. I remember it like it was a week ago.
So yeah, I mean there are some definite memories of passing through there. Rowan, you feel just so very weak as you pass by there for a moment, like, everything's sapped my strength.
I feel like
Feel
I'm
like
a
there's
level
something-
2 bard again.
Yep. Just something breathed on you and you're gonna die. But yes, you guys make it past Tilverton, and after about 8 days of travel, or 15 days or so on the road, the walls of Arabelle come back into view.
Power first.
I would say yes. That way we can unload all this stuff.
Are we sure we can even stay in the tower now?
That's a good point.
Well, Ilga's there already.
But that doesn't
Other
mean we can
stuff.
still stay there, though.
I could go find out.
Is it daytime?
It's about noon, getting close to noon. We'll say noon, just for the heck of it.
I mean, I can ride in there. I just have a single horse.
I would feel like I should talk to him. This kind of affected me. You know what I mean?
Sure. We go in there.
Okay.
Because let's be honest, I'm not going to be much help with that wagon the way that you guys piled it up.
Lilith's got it covered.
So are we taking the wagon to the tower and you guys are going to talk to him, or?
Yes.
Okay. I can drive.
Don't crack too often.
Oh, I only did that because you were there.
You did it every day.
Well,
Every day.
it got to be fun. Sorry.
Come on, let's go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, head to the tower.
All right. And Kelnorn and Rowan, you guys are heading towards Iglar?
Yeah.
Hang on. Yep.
All right. All right. So you guys head towards Iglar's Fine Wines. So the other three of you, assuming Kovac, you're going with them?
Yep.
Okay. So Kovac, you head with them. The three of you continue on through the city. Go ahead and just...
I'll as we're getting ready to take off, I'll get my sending stone and I'll be like, Ilga, we're in town and we're coming to you at the tower.
Well, I will have something prepared. Are you would you like to have me prepare lunch or for your arrival? She's not really sure how these things work either.
She's not the only one, apparently.
Right?
We have another Kelnord. I just shake my head and put my sending stone back. And just keep driving.
Yes.
Okay. You don't get a response, but you know.
No.
All right. So the three of you continue on through the city. The two of you veer off and head towards Iglar's. There is a spot where you can set your horses or basically tether them up, and you can head in.
I say after you and let Kelnoran go first.
I'll head in.
I will follow.
Okay. So you guys head inside. I mean, it's about lunchtime here, so Iglar's is fairly busy. Quite a few people drinking wine, enjoying the food that he offers. And you see some familiar faces at the counter.
I just walk over and I'm like, "Hey, you."
Greetings to you as well. How may I assist you today?
Is Iglar in today?
Master Aglar is in. You'll look over. He's sitting in the booth over there.
Ah, I should have looked around, huh?
Oh no,
Think I
it's
would have noticed.
perfectly fine. We are here to assist and serve.
Is he sitting alone? Like, I'm gonna look over there and see if he's alone.
Yeah, he
or
appears
with-
to be sitting alone. He's got like a wine glass in front of him, a little bit of food. Most of it's gone at this point, but he appears to be reading a book.
I'll thank them and then walk over to his table.
Okay. He hears some footsteps approaching and looks over. Kelnoran, Rowan. Excellent to see you back. It's been been a bit of time. How was your trip? Please sit down. Please sit down. Sit down. Sit down.
It's why we came by the trip.
Indeed. Well, how was it?
Well, we got the information from
The guy, Mr.
yeah.
Stone, right?
Yes.
Wasn't this all
Mr.
like
Stone.
didn't we do two different things in this trip or something? Okay,
Mhm.
yeah.
And
I hope he was able to help you, Rowan.
Yeah, I have a lead.
Very good. I'm glad to hear that. And I guess the other matter that pertains to you there, Kelnoran.
he pointed us to a few locations. We managed to clear out 2 bases of them
Excellent.
and got to Hillsfar, where the twins were causing problems, and they got away.
The twins. Oh yes. The pair of spellcasters that yes, they're particularly. They were difficult to pin down. What were they? Please, what were they doing in Hillsfar? I'm surprised you're able to do if you're able to accomplish anything in Hillsfar, given your group's composition. That by itself is remarkable.
Rowan has his ways. He got us in with some help.
Oh, well, excellent. I'm glad to hear. They don't tend to be the most tolerant people in the Moonsea region.
We were doing okay. We had found evidence, and the gentleman helping us, Captain Hoolan, he managed to extend the 3 days past 3 days that we're allowed to stay in, and then Lilith shot the bed, and we had to do everything in less than a day to try to help town.
Okay. And you said in the end they were able to escape.
Yes, they I guess further corrupted the Red Plumes. There was a small faction that became, I guess, partially possessed. I don't know how to describe it. Really, they would come back, but not as undead when we killed them. It was weird,
Interesting.
but we managed to solve that and chase the twins off and help the senators and claim Lilith was in charge, so everything seems better.
So,
I'm
I'm-
not
I'm
doing a
assu-
good job at this.
well, it's fine. I think I vaguely understand that they had some sort of plans in place with the plumes, and you managed to either stop them or chase them off.
Well, we do know of 2 places that they may have retreated to, but we were hoping to try to find a way to maybe get more of a lead.
Ah, so you came back to gather more information in order to continue the hunt.
Yes.
Oh, well, that's perfectly understandable. See here. 1 second. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. There he is. So is Kelnoran doing anything to kind of disguise his, I guess, disappointment in this regard?
No.
No. Okay.
No.
So Iglar's listening, and you see him kind of sets his book down. Looks across the table. He addresses towards you, Kelnor, and he says, I wouldn't consider this a failure. I know you weren't able to destroy them or find their primary base, but I would ask you to remember that it took us many years of tracking them down to do as much as we did. There were more than a few times that they eluded us or escaped us, and we had to continue hunting them, chasing them, and in some cases losing. But that is their nature. They are cowardly and difficult to pin down. But I would consider this a success. You have my thanks that you will continue the hunt on and hopefully finish what we could not.
Just so you know, one of the places may be near here.
Oh, do you say if you want to give me the information you have, I'd be happy to take it down and begin some of my own research.
I mean, like, we don't have an exact place per se, but we know an area.
Oh, that's fine. I can certainly do what I can to help.
The one closest here was the Stormhorns.
Okay. Did you have some more information in regards to that?
I don't know. I was just told Cormier with something was messed up with the ground, and then the Stormhorn Mountains.
Not really. The other location we think might be
Or Cormier,
Silver.
sorry.
It might be Silver Moon, or what's left of it.
You mean Myth Drainer?
Yeah, you missed Granner. Thank you.
Silver Moon's a bit away. Myth Drainer. Oh, interesting. Okay. I believe you'd probably be more familiar with that region than I would be, if that's the case. I can certainly put out some feelers and see if anything has been occurring in that regard. I will also inquire about anything potentially non-goblinoid happening in the Stormhorns. Something that might be Damon Fay related, but that is a tumultuous and large place. Might take a little bit of time. If you remember anything else, feel free to stop by, either here or my home. Be happy to continue speaking about this. I did have a question. The rest of your companions, are they outside here with you or back at the tower?
They were heading towards the tower. We came to you because we didn't see this as a success.
Well, I did not anticipate that you would eliminate all of them in one fell swoop, to be honest. I think you did quite well for your first foray against them. As I said, it took us many years sometimes to make as much progress as we did, but I did help your steward at the tower set up some accommodations for herself, at least, and she should be well set up. If there's anything else you need for the tower to procure, I should be able to help you at a reasonable cost. But
We might take you up on that, but we recently went on a home decorating spree.
Oh, well.
In Hillsfar.
Okay. Well, I look forward to seeing what you've done with the place. I may stop out there in a few days after I've had some time to do some research myself. If one piece of business, if you would let Rith know, I had something that might interest him.
Okay, I can pass that on.
But yes, if he would be happy to stop by later today, I would. There's a piece of business I would like to discuss with him, and I think someone that he would want to meet.
Sure, we'll do that.
Very well.
Well, we'll let you back to your book and let everyone know.
Oh, just a better pleasure reading. But you are, as always, a welcome distraction. And thank you once again.
Anytime.
All right.
Later.
Have a good day.
Like on the way, I'll be like, didn't say anything about my new outfit.
You realize you covered it up with the old, right?
I put armor on it, but it's still there. Look, you can see the sleeve and the pants.
It looks great still. Is that what you were looking for?
Kind of, I guess.
All right. I need to make one stop on the way home.
Where at?
Elhazier. The armor, remember?
Yeah. We kind of told him we'd do a job. And we might be reneging on that. Remember?
Okay, but I don't care. I need to stop there.
Okay. Okay. I guess to hell his ears.
On the way there, I'm gonna pull out my sending stone and be like, "Hey, Rith, Aglar needs to speak with you.
All right. So the three of you make it back to the tower. As you walk inside, there is the smell of food that greets you as it's being prepared. So Ilga will let you know that it's going to be probably another 5 minutes or so, and then everything should be ready to go.
I'll head back out and undo the tarp.
Okay.
And, begin unloading. I'll put the chest in my room first, so it's out of the way.
Okay.
And then I'll go grab the rest of the stuff and start unloading it a little.
Gotcha.
Kovac will head up to 3rd floor, drop his stuff off.
Okay.
Yeah, Lilith will just kind of look around and see what Ilga's done and how she's placed everything. And
as far as most of the tower itself, the interior of the tower is not really decorated for the most part. She'll indicate that she's been spending most of the time in her part of it because she has basically the servants' quarters out back. In the main room, there are like a few chairs that are set up, but for the most part, there's not really a whole lot else, and they're very basic chairs. So
there was 3 floors, right? We never picked rooms, I don't think. So,
I think Kovac did pick one of the upstairs ones.
yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, it was the vacant one. The one with like nothing in it. He was going to turn it into a bedroom.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. How many rooms are in each floor?
So here, I will just activate the tower then. So, I'm not sure. Everybody might be on a different level.
Is this the...
This is the third floor.
Actually,
Okay.
Kovac is in his room.
Yep.
Perfect.
So, you guys are on the 3rd floor right now. Basically...
Can you unpause this?
Oh, yeah, sure. You should be able to go to the things, and it should take you if you pass down and around the other side, maybe. Unless I did not give it...
No.
Ah, dang it. Okay.
That's what I was hoping.
Looks like a merry-go-round.
Give me 1 second here. Let me put a drawing.
MC Escher staircase.
Oh, wait, I need to draw a rectangle.
You're a rectangle.
You are not wrong.
Sorry, I gotta have some fun.
Okay. Let me check something here. So if I come back this way. Okay, there we go. All right, so middle of that hallway on the right side is, if you pass over it, then that should take you down. And then, there you go. I might have done that backwards for the first level. But, yeah, I think I need to, hang on. Let me move it. I need to probably move that over there.
What the heck? They went downstairs and it took me downstairs.
Okay, I think.
I teleported.
All right. Yeah,
Nope.
I'll go up in the third floor then, based on how this looks.
Okay. Sorry, I'm just trying to get the stairs. There we go. Okay, so and then the one in the middle will take you down
Yeah,
stairs.
I'll grab that one.
Okay. But yes, there are some beds in these ones already, for at least a number of beds equal to all the members of the party. So. There you go. So yes, that is what the basic place looks like. And then on the ground floor there is, like I said, service quarters out back that was kind of designed for Shelby, and then you guys had a stables in the back left with a spot for the wagon. So, Ilga has done basically what she can with setting up her own place, but not a whole lot else has been done. So, anything else you guys want to do while you're there as you're setting up?
I'm just unloading. That's
Okay.
it. And then I hear the message. I'll grab a bite to eat and then head to
Iglar.
Igler's.
All right. So, for Kelnorin and Rowan, you guys head to Elhazir's.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right. So, you guys walk on in. See Elhazir behind the counter. He looks up. My friends, it has been far too long since you have graced my store with your presence. I hope your travels have gone well.
I'll look around and be like, if you want to tell him, I'll let you handle this one.
It was okay.
Very well. How may I be of service today?
Okay. So I have this armor. And I like untie it from my bag. Put it on his counter.
I'm intrigued.
It talks to people.
Interesting.
It doesn't seem very nice.
Do you mind?
Do whatever you need.
Okay. He will cast Identify on it. Go. Oh. Kind of looks at you, looks at the armor. No, it would definitely probably not like you, and yes, particular distaste. Excellent. And are you wishing to be relieved of it, or?
I guess maybe option one is, can we get rid of the voice inside of it? Option two would be, if not, can you do something so that it doesn't get to somebody who doesn't need it?
So you wish to remove the cursed aspect of this armor,
Yeah.
if possible.
Yeah.
Well, in some cases, it is indeed possible to remove curses from items. Depending on the strength of the enchantment, it can take some time. If it's something you're wanting to keep for yourself, it would require there would be a cost associated with that, just because of the components and the that I would need to expend in order to remove the curse, and it might take. I'm not sure exactly how long it would take, but it might take at least a few 10-day to accomplish it. But it is indeed possible. Otherwise, if you wish to part with the armor, and I can work on it myself to pass it on to somebody else who might need it, that is also an option. It's more or less up to you. But I do agree that we should keep this out of anyone's hands that could potentially succumb to its whisperings. It does have quite the mouth on it, though, doesn't it?
Yeah, it was really rude whenever I was trying to, identify it as well. It was...
I can understand that. It would bear a particular animosity towards anyone diabolic in nature.
Yeah. What are we talking here cost-wise?
If you wanted me to potentially remove the curse, I would say it would probably anywhere from 750 to 1,000 gold to remove it. Just depends on the time frame. Shorter the time frame, the less the cost towards you.
Right. What are we talking to take it off my hands?
If you're not wanting it, I would be willing to either give you up to 1,500 gold for it, or you could take a credit inside of my store for 2,000. If you wish to ponder and think about it, I could keep the item here in safe storage.
Yeah, let me leave it with you, and then I'll get back to you.
That's fine. I believe we have developed a sufficient enough relationship for me to extend that courtesy to you.
I think that was mainly what I wanted. I didn't trust anyone else with this armor, to be honest. I mean, yeah.
I am honored that you came to me. I appreciate it. It is quite the potent item. Either in the right hands presently, or if we can remove the curse.
Yeah.
Well, when you make a decision, please stop by. If you came across anything fascinating in your travels, remember your old friend El Hazir, and be happy to give you a good deal.
I'm sure some people will probably be stopping by. I don't know what all we have, but...
And I did come across some new wares in the time frame that you've been gone, so if you wish to peruse them, feel free to stop by as well.
I'll let everyone know.
Excellent. Well, I look forward to hearing from you again then.
All right.
While we're here, do you have any scrolls of tongues?
Scrolls of tongues. I presently have 2 in my possession.
How much would you like for them?
Standard price is around 200 gold. I would be willing to part at 175 apiece, though, for you.
Okay. I'll give him 350.
Okay. He will pull out 2 sealed scrolls and say, "There you are." I presume you are aware of how to use them.
Well, I've never used the scroll, but I have the general idea. Yes.
Well, I believe you're familiar with at least arcane words from a different perspective. I believe it should come to you, or at least your friend here would be able to probably assist you.
Thank you.
Of course. I hope you have a great day.
You as well.
You as well.
I walk out the door.
Okay.
See, that wasn't so bad. I don't know what your problem was.
I honestly expected him to ask. To the tower.
To the tower!
All right. Rith, you're heading towards Iglar's.
I am.
Okay. It's about a. Are you just walking in, taking a horse?
Oh, well, I mean, I have my horse. I might as well ride it in. I suppose
Okay.
it'll be faster.
Yeah, it's about a 15-minute ride or so. After stopping, grabbing a bite to eat and whatever that, you get back, walk into Iglar's.
I'll look around for him.
All right. Go ahead and just give me a general perception check. $15. All right. So 2 things. I mean, you do see Iglar sitting kind of in the back left, reading a book. Table's clear in front of him at this point. There is also another person that you recognize that you probably haven't seen in close to a year. Tiefling with ruddy skin.
A
Short,
big,
filed-
hearty voice in Draconic. Damien!
Oh, I hear him, and I take a deep breath, and I turn around and I go, "I'm sorry, Rith.
You
I'm sorry.
confused?
I couldn't save him.
Save who?
I buried him the other day. I buried Mano the other day.
He drops to his knees.
Sorry.
He glares. Skeet Rod?
Ski Rod.
I will kill that bastard.
He left you a note. He did it for you.
He did it for himself.
I'm sorry. I couldn't. He only kept me alive so I could tell you.
You were there?
I was there.
Did he say where he was going?
No. He just said, "I'm going to leave you alive to give this note to Rith."
I'll stand up and walk over and reach for the note.
I'll hand him the note.
All right. It's in your inventory. It says note left on Mono.
I'll sit there and read it for a second.
Arglar will walk over towards the pair of you. He'll look down. Rith, would you guys like one of our private rooms in the back?
He does not look like he's reading and is visibly shaking. He's reading.
Oh.
So he doesn't really hear him.
He puts his hand on your back, kind of comfortingly, and come with me, friend. Come with me.
He'll let him move him.
Okay. He'll kind of look towards you, Damien, and say,
I'll go with.
if you wish to come, I assume you have.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he leads you guys towards one of his private rooms that he has in the back, and he'll kind of usher you both in there. He looks towards both of you and addresses more towards you, Damien, and says, if there's anything that he needs or you need, please let my staff know. And he will, without waiting for an answer, he just shuts the door and leaves the pair of you in peace.
How do we get him, Rith? How do we get him?
We travel to the king's forest and hunt him. We dismantle him and all that he has built up. None of them must live.
If Mono couldn't do it, how are we going to do it?
I have friends that are skilled. Some.
Just had to break the tension, huh?
I trust in the ability that they have to help. Why did that paste so many times in the chat thing? It's because I clicked on it?
Probably, yeah.
We prepare and travel. Together we will be mighty. Can I count on you to help, friend?
There's nothing I want more.
Then I will introduce you to my friends that I have been traveling with.
Okay.
They have already offered to help remove this scourge from the lands.
Whatever you need from me, I will. I'll find a way to be strong. I cannot watch chat while I'm doing this.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, no, I don't look at chat.
Oh no!
Because we roast each other.
Yeah, no, it's so great.
So,
I'm trying to
you wait to read it.
Jokes.
You gotta wait to read it until after we're through our part.
I wanted to post something right away, but I waited for a bit.
It's fine.
Now you got me wanting to go look. But
I sit here the entire time seeing all this stuff, and I have to maintain like a straight face most of the time.
Oh, you do?
Sometimes.
I know.
Back in character. Reset scene.
You are alive, though. That is important.
Yeah. I want to make him regret that.
He will come to. I am certain. Let us eat and drink to Mano in his memory.
Yeah. Haven't had a good night's sleep in a while. Seeing you helps.
Come, brother. Walk out. Look for Iglar.
Okay. As if you open the door, one of his staff comes over, says, Master Rith, what can we get for you?
Food and drink.
At once.
Iglar also asked to talk.
Oh, yes, of course. I will let him know that you are ready. Anything in particular you would like?
Meat.
Very well.
Spicy
She will.
meat.
Excellent choice. She will leave and kind of head back to the kitchen area. A few moments later, Iglar will come over and walk in the door. My friend, I hope everything is okay. Or
Mm,
will
it
be.
will be.
Excellent. What can I help you with?
You asked to see me.
Oh, yes, I was wanting to. Your friend here had arrived a day or two ago, and indicated he was looking for you. I offered him the ability to stay here as he waited for you, or stay as my guest anyhow. And I just wanted to let you know that he had arrived.
You have thanks for that.
Well, no thanks necessary. I believe we have developed enough of a friendship that I can extend this hospitality. And you and yours helped me out as well.
Yes. Very mildly successful.
Well, I
In-
think
in
you
the-
I think you and the rest of your group underestimate what you were able to accomplish based off of the somewhat incomplete report that Keldoran was able to provide. He seemed disappointed, but I believe you should be proud.
Proud of what accomplished, disappointed in twins got away. But good leads on where they would be.
Yes, they indicated someplace in the Stormhorns. It's a vast area, so I will have to inquire. They didn't have any further details, they said, and
I told them keep hot springs sulfur smells like sulfur. The volcanic area.
volcanic. Okay, that does indeed help.
Did they tell you other place was near Mithran?
Myth Draenor, yes.
Draenor.
Although I believe your companion Kelnorn would probably know the area better than I would. Although I did tell him I would make some inquiries, ask around, and see if we can identify any suspicious activity in the area. That will probably take a little bit of. It'll take some time. It's no short journey there and back. Even with some magical assistance. But the Stormhorns, I should be able to find something out.
Perfect. We have another task to tend to.
Oh,
I look at Damien. One personal to us. But if you find stuff on the location, let us know. Itching for a rematch.
what do you know of the I would be happy to help.
Going to go kill Ski Rod, former disciple of Mano.
The one you
In
mentioned as the flame?
Yes, in
Ah.
King's Forest.
Okay. Sizable area. Do you know where potentially?
Indicated where dragons of old fell.
Dragons of Old Fell. Give me a moment. There it is. God. Okay. Say, well, there was some 130, 150 years ago, there was a spot in the King's Forest that was a den for the cult of dragon, where they would raise Draco liches, or worked at it. So that may refer to the place you're talking about. I have some slightly more detailed maps of the King's Forest I could have sent to the tower for you if you'd like.
That would be appreciated.
Of course. Probably. And are you familiar with the forest at all? I believe you guys just started there, correct?
Yes, we started there. Went in about a day's travel and destroyed a odd portal.
Okay. Well, I mean, it's probably, I would say, it's about 3 days, either from Evening Star or Weymouth. There really isn't a direct path there, probably. It's best estimate from what I can remember. Might be a little bit more.
Do you have a map of the location where the den was at in the forest?
I will have to check.
Or a rough spot? Because Kalnoran is good at finding those things.
I have a more detailed map of the King's Forest. I can give you some. I don't know if I have one that specifically states where this was, but it gives a approximation.
I would like to point out to Damien, Rith's English is way better than you've ever heard.
Yeah.
I considered having the entire conversation in Draconic with you just so it'd be easier, but it's better than I've heard, yeah.
Well, our original one was in Draconic, but
Yeah. So I'll send one over for you.
fair enough. My brother and I have food and drink coming.
So of course, consider it on the house. If there's
Most
anything,
generous.
if there's anything else you need, please let me know.
Will do.
All right.
I'll just use this time with Damien to kind of catch up on him, on where his travels have taken him, and I'll kind of talk a little bit about our party and who's in it with him, so he's kind of aware of those individuals and Rith's opinions of them.
Well, that's what we want to hear, are the opinions.
Yeah.
We want that.
Go ahead and
It's a private conversation that will be handled in a private
so
chat.
go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. Tell them what. Since you're talking in Draconic, you don't have to worry about broken English or anything. Go ahead and tell them what you're going to tell them about the party.
Yeah, so he'll mention a furbolg that can change into different creatures, and will heal others, but not himself, because he's a masochist and seems to enjoy the pain that he causes himself. He also, has broken the trust of Rith's trust twice now. Although the second time, Rith had a little bit more respect for it. He seems to be addicted to a bad mind, mushrooms and alcohol. So Rith is trying to keep him dry so that he can better himself. The other person we have in the group that travels with him, or was traveling with him, is another tiefling, who likes to run up and fight in the front of battle. Does a decent enough job with being able to avoid being hit and stays in the fight. He's able to cast spells like you can, it seems, in some manner. But he also plays an instrument and sings a little bit more. Rith really enjoys his company and has liked him a lot. Then there's the halfling, who seems to be a rogue of sorts. Tries to find traps. Sets most of them off though, instead of finding them.
So he's a bad rogue then.
I mean, Rith will indicate that he's gone through paths and not set off traps, but when she leads, she sets off traps and hurts them. She says she's not a spy. He's still leery on that one. But at least for the most part believes that she's okay. She seems to not know, how's he gonna say this? Seems to not know her strengths and weaknesses yet to him. She does like to use the bow and stay in the back, and hide around. Sometimes he doesn't know what she does. And then the next person is a gray elf that he'll mention. He's a little odd. He talks to dead things sometimes, it seems, or he goes over to them and seems to have some connection with them that he's seen. He likes books. Our party keeps handing him things, and he never says anything about what he's handed, so it confuses Rith. He also is decent and good at fighting when he decides he wants to fight, which also confuses Rith.
How does
sometimes?
He fight? With magic
He
sword?
does magic sometimes, but he has a blade that he uses. So he'll get up sometimes and fight in front, and sometimes he doesn't, and then sometimes he just stops fighting altogether. Like Rith is confused by it sometimes. Though he did receive some training from him on strategies to fight. So Rith learned how to maneuver a little bit better in battles.
I've always known you as the type to charge in. Good to see you're showing restraint.
I have learned a lot within the party. They have taught me many different things. And I feel like I have grown in my capabilities of the battle and other things as well. I have a friend as well. Her name is Rebecca. She is not part of the party. The party seems to dislike her for some reason. They call her something called a succubus. I still don't know what that is because nobody has explained it to me. But she's
Um,
never hurt me. She's
You can make an
she's
Arcana
always
check if you
helped
want.
me.
Okay. Actually, Forge went down for me, and I can't get it back up. But
Oh,
it's
Foundry
not
did?
good. Yeah, Foundry did. I can't get it back up. I've clicked on the link like 2 or 3 times, but
The
I
new
was-
one?
Yeah, the new
Okay.
one. There's a new one every night.
Well, this time there is.
Oh. That
I don't
might be
know.
the problem.
My IP for some reason decided to give it a shot.
He put it in the
change.
chat, like way up. You'd have to scroll past all the
Yeah.
meme stuff that
Oh,
party's been throwing
all
out.
the memes.
All of them.
All of them.
The
I pinned
entire
it.
night conversation. He
Okay.
did.
There, I got it. Well, I lost connection, and then I was like, well, if I lost connection, I'll just reset it. It wasn't really working. There, I rejoined. That was easy.
Like my description of you guys.
Yes.
That was pretty
Loved
good.
You left out
yeah.
the most important part.
I haven't gotten to the other people outside of the party.
I'm
I'm
talking
getting there.
about-
I'm talking about Rebecca now,
I'm
and then I'm
talking
going to
about
talk
Kerr
about
and
like
Rowan.
Tom Tack and
Oh, you wanted Arcana?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably
Arcana or religion.
religion. Would be
I guess they're both about the same.
Oh yeah, they are the same for me. I thought I had religion.
oh, Kerr and Rowan and the undefeated in the pit.
I mean, I gave you the failed merchant part, but okay, 20.
That'll
I
work
mean,
anyways.
yeah.
They keep telling me that she is something bad, but she's never hurt me. She's actually, if you noticed, I could talk a little better, so she imparted some extra common
Oh,
to me and helped me. She's asked the party to help her out in a way of she wants to get rid of her bindings and the she said hunger, I think, that she has. She wants to be rid of that in some way. So she wants to reform and be a good person. I don't get it. All I know is that she's been good and has not hurt me or really hurt in truth the people around me. Either she was mistaken for doing something bad, but that was with servitude.
well, I mean, as a tiefling, I get that. It's kind of the same thing. Like you're
See?
pictured as that to begin with, and perception is everything to the world.
Yeah, and so you can't judge somebody because of just because they're born a certain way. You get it.
I do understand.
See?
Just realize
Rowan kind of gets it a little bit. But the others are a little apprehensive about it, but I don't know. We'll see where it goes. She helped us again when we were in our last battle.
Look, as long as she keeps helping you, then I say that's all for it. But
Great.
my experience with most demons, not all, is
She's
is
a
usually
demon.
kind of mixed. Yeah, a form of one, but just like any tiefling has some demonic in them, so it's demons and devils and all that fun stuff. Most of them are usually leaning towards some type of evil tendencies, but that doesn't mean that they have to.
That's been my experience with Rebecca.
Yeah. So, I mean, usually when you approach one very cautiously.
Okay.
But that doesn't mean that they can't, overperform. If she's known you how long?
6 months, right? I think
Quite that long. Probably closer to
5 months.
3 or 4.
About 4 months.
I mean, that's a fairly long con at this point, so I would think that she's probably pretty genuine. Usually they're looking for a little bit of a quicker turnaround, especially succubuses. So, I mean, I'd have to meet her to be able to judge for myself, but she seems okay from what you've told me.
Oh, there's this great place. I have to take you. It's called the Pit.
Is it a fighting pit? Because that's
Yes.
not.
You get to watch fights, though.
I mean, I will go and indulge you. But you do realize that the purpose of the fighting pits isn't to watch fights, it's to do business, right?
But you can do business. I like to fight.
I mean,
I did get, remember Kalnoran and Rowan that I told you about? They fought and won.
oh,
Yeah.
Hmm.
See? They're good.
I
Oh,
was gonna say,
Kalnoran is weird. He goes by Baron and Kerr sometimes. I don't get why he has different names. But he asked us to call him Kalnoran now, so I would call him Kalnoran. But if he says something different, like he goes by Baron or Kerr,
and is
I
this
don't
the
know. I
gray elf?
ignore it. It's the
The druid, the gray elf,
yeah, not the gray elf, the druid
Furbolg.
person, which is they call him a furbog,
Yeah.
Bolg,
Furbolg.
something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've only met 2 of them in my life.
They're usually very secluded. Living the life of a druid is very common for them. So to see him kind of in society is, I won't say impossible, but rare.
Okay, well he's rare.
What was his name again?
We call him Kalnoran.
Kelnor. Okay.
But I don't know. Like I said, it's weird that he has different names. I don't get it. I really don't. It seems very odd to me. Like, because you're born with, and they give you name, right? They gave me Rith. I'm not gonna go around saying I'm Jack.
They do, but especially in like druid circles and everything along those lines, as they make different rites of passages in their life, sometimes they're given additional names to express
Okay.
their level. And it kind of depends. So it can be that. It can be he's known at different things in different circles. It depends.
Okay, that makes a little more sense, I guess.
Let's see. Is there anyone else?
So we have this person called Shelby, who's a friend. She works at this thing called the post office where we get our quests. We named ourselves the Outlanders. So our group is called the Outlanders. We're a charter group now. So maybe after this, if you want to join us, I don't know. We'll see. I know you like to travel, so but anyways, we're back to Shelby. Yes. So Shelby was a good friend, and then the dumb halfling opened her mouth and said some stuff to Shelby, and Shelby got mad. Shelby still talked to us a little bit. I don't know where that left off. We offered to help train her into combat, or we offered to train her into the ways of the world. So I don't know if she'll accept that because of the halfling. Very upset about that, by the way. The halfling just had to speak and didn't even talk to us beforehand. God, the halfling is a mess sometimes. But anyway, she means well, and I know she means well. She goes by the name Lady Lilith too.
Okay.
Not Lilith, but Lady Lilith. I don't know what is it the humans call nobility?
Yeah, that's
I don't know what her nobility is. But she hands
she's-
out teeth, which is really weird too. Like I've seen her hand out teeth to people, and I don't get it. Like, why does somebody need a tooth?
Teeth is usually a blood magic or a dark magic thing.
See,
usually
this
something
is-
done by
That just
hags.
makes me wonder if she's really a spy. Because she hurts us more than helps us sometimes. So watch her.
Okay, I will definitely be keeping an eye on. You said it was Lilith, right?
Lilith. Yes.
Lilith. And what race is she?
He's a halfling.
Oh, she's a halfling as
Sorry.
well. Or is that the halfling rogue?
Yes, that is the halfling rogue.
Ah, okay. Okay. I mean, yeah, no, I mean, that's some interesting dealings, but I mean, we've already established you don't judge a book by its cover.
Yes, I mean, she has helped in battles and she's helped in battles.
Okay.
It's all Ritz Everstein.
I mean, look, if you don't win the battle, you don't have anything else to do, right?
Yep. Oh, we have Hilga, who is our maid at our tower that we're staying at.
I think I was.
feeds us.
We
Yes,
saw Hilda.
she has
I
good.
wore
She makes
Seppi
good
over
food.
there and then back. Okay.
Yeah.
So
You'll like her. Mage person. Oh, El Hazir is a shop owner that we do business with here. He does the magic stuff. Oh, I pull out my hammer.
that does look very nice.
He helped make this through Mithril. So the original hammer that I had, he helped me improve it.
Is that a dragon's head on the back there?
Yes, it's the same dragon head. So
Oh.
I think you've seen this before.
You would have seen.
yeah,
This is a hammer he forged.
Yeah, this is the hammer I forged originally, and he helped change the metal from steel to mithril, and then we added some engravings through it. Watch this. He'll surge it with with the necrotic, and then he'll surge it with the.
It's magically enhanced now.
Yes, hits harder.
Very interesting. Very interesting. I'm trying to think if I have anything.
Oh, this is new. He has a beard.
He does have a beard.
I forgot about that.
I think you could grow a beard.
The belt we found this belt, and it grew me a beard.
Oh,
I look like a dwarf.
a little bit. It's more odd to see it mixed in with scales. I don't know. It doesn't quite seem
Scaly
right.
dwarf.
I mean, I've got a little bit of scaling, but it's not.
It's a little more pronounced than the last time I saw it.
I mean, yeah, it's starting to come out a little bit more as I progress in age. It does start to show a little bit more on the outside, and maybe that's the way that your beard works too. As you grow in age, you start to show a little bit more with age.
I'm not sure I know a dragonborn that has a beard.
I do not know of one either, to be honest with you.
It's pretty cool though. It's
Didn't
freaking
think it was
awesome.
possible, but
I didn't either.
It's definitely unique. Definitely unique. It is good to see you.
You as well. I've missed you, brother.
Yeah.
Well,
It's been a hard few
I think
days.
we've been eating while we're
Yeah.
talking.
Yeah,
So,
the
Yeah,
food
no.
came. So
Mhm.
well, let's shall we head out? I'll take you to our tower and meet the group that I've been traveling with.
Please take the way, sir.
all right,
I will walk the horse
that's fine.
instead of
I
riding.
kind of figured as much.
Yeah.
Okay. So I suppose we'll end there, since we've reached about our time, or a little past our time limit, but we started a little bit late tonight. So give you the full 3 hours of Outlander goodness.
I thought for
That
sure you were going
conversation
to end
was
with
worth
me.
The
I thought for sure
conversation
you were
was
going to
worth
end
it.
with me having him die or tell him that he was dead
No,
and be like,
I'll
"All
let
right, we're
you guys-
cutting." And I was like, "Oh man, that's going to be good."
No, we'll finish out that conversation. The next time we will introduce Damien to the rest of the party, as well as a description of what the character looks like at that time frame. Welcome to the stream, Damien. Great to have you in here with us and join the Roll With It RPG group. And we will be back next time. My surroundings might look a little different since I'll be on vacation during that time frame, but we will not deprive you of an episode of The Outlanders here. And we hope to see you all back for the next one. If you're watching this over on the YouTube, hit all the buttons, do all the things, you know the drill. And we will see you next time. Until then, everybody, have a good night and keep those dice warm. Good night.
Laters.
All right.
Yeah.
Later.